Hey garden people, today we're going to show you how you can turn any backyard blooms into a beautiful bouquet. You ready? First, grab your tools. We like to have our sharp Velcro pruners on hand for flower cutting. Cut plants will wilt easily, so grab any size jars you have on hand and fill them with water. Now, my favorite part, finding your bouquet materials. Our zinnias are still producing strong, so we're going to select a variety of colors to work with. One technique we use to make sure a zinnia is ready for picking is to hold the stem about 8 inches down and shake it back and forth. If it's stiff, it's ready to pick. If it wiggles, it still needs more time to grow. These will be great focal point flowers for our arrangements. We have volunteer Marvel of Peru flowers in our garden. These will add a great foliage element and a burst of color. And an extra tip, always cut the longest stems you can. When arranging, you can always cut your flowers shorter. Lavender is an absolute must. It adds a wonderful scent and a striking vertical element. These seed pods look so cool and will be a great filler. For a sweet scent and cascading foliage, we'll snip a few honeysuckle branches. Even cuttings from trees work. Our backyard basil is now flowering, which is the perfect vertical element as it rises out of a vase. The Thai basil flowers are so fluffy, so they can even serve as a focal point in a bouquet. Even though our lemon bee balm is dying back, the tuft-like whorls add an intriguing element to a bouquet, and we'll carefully snip a few raspberry branches for more foliage. Now that we have our whole lineup of plants, we'll start organizing them by type: focal points, secondary flowers, vertical pieces, and fillers. Now for the most important part, stripping your flowers. Because we'd like these bouquets to last as long as possible, it's essential to strip the leaves up to the line where they will sit in the water. Not only will this prevent molding in the vase, but stripping the extra foliage helps the plant uptake water. Instead of the plant having to hydrate every leaf, now all of that water will go straight to hydrating the flower. And giving your plants a fresh 45-degree angle cut will allow even more water uptake to keep your blooms looking fresh for longer. We'll strip and trim each plant and place them in our vases of water so they can get a little drink before we arrange them. Be careful when handling your cut plants. It's very easy to accidentally break off a flower, so take your time preparing. And when dealing with thorny plants like raspberries, it's wise to wear gloves. Trust me. Once your plants are prepared and hydrated, it's time to set them out again by type so we can see all the elements we're working with. Our first bouquet will be in our tallest vase. We'll start with the structural elements: raspberry, Japanese maple, and lady's eardrops. Add height with the lavender stems, honeysuckle to give it a feeling of spilling over, and then our focal points, the colorful zinnias. We'll stick to more of a fall palette with gold and salmon colors. Our second bouquet is in a much smaller vase, so as we create it, we'll trim the stems to fit. As you can see, we like working in odd numbers, typically groups of 3s and 5s. Then we'll add our zinnias as secondary flowers. The Thai basil will be our focal flower. Honeysuckle will make this bouquet feel taller and wider. And we'll fill any empty spaces with the Italian basil. And we can't forget the Love in a Mist as an intriguing filler. Our last bouquet is in our smallest vase. We'll start with the Marvel of Peru, using it as a foliage element. A few poppies for a pop of color, more Italian basil to give the bouquet height, and since we have so many lovely zinnias, we'll add those. We tried out a Shasta daisy, but ultimately didn't like the feel of it, so we replaced it with a bigger zinnia. This bouquet has lots of bright colors that look great against the greenery of the Marvel of Peru. Fall Gold, Purple Paradise, and End of Summer Splash. Beauty is truly in the eye of the beholder, or in this case, the bouquet maker. So go out in your garden, find plants you like, and create something beautiful for you. Thanks for watching.